Yesterday, we had a very disappointing day because we found out that we can't get the squid. But today, we are going to be getting to level 40. We're going to be attending the Guild Townhall meeting, seeing what's going to go out, what's going to happen. Apparently, there's been some things happening with the alts, so I want to see how that's going to be. But yeah, so apparently there's some stuff that we got to talk about alts. As you may know, I no longer supervise the project. I'm now no longer like one of the HR people. I'm just kind of the streamer now. So I'm interested to see what the guys have come up with. I'm interested to see what are the people's concerns in regards to alts. And we will definitely be attending that. Maybe even a little bit of death rolling. I've got 23 gold to death roll with, so. But yeah, we have quite a bit to do today. Level 40, Guild Townhall, and if we have any spare time, after that, maybe we do a little bit of death rolling. Hey there, Editor Saki here. So I didn't realize that my game sound wasn't being recorded, and instead I have decided to add some background music to just fill in the dead air. As I mentioned, Guild Townhall, level 40, and a bunch of stuff in today's video. I hope you all enjoy it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Also comment, it helps with the algorithm a lot. And follow me on Twitch, I am live every single day. Apart from today. I love you all and enjoy the video. Hey Saki, I got something to show you real quick. I'm hopping online right now. Bet, Ghost, bet. Saki, you owe me a death roll? Yes, I do need to. We do need to settle that score. We do need to settle that score. Also, by the looks of it, we got mail from Boro and Kitty. Now, I think Boro's mail might be food that I could use to level up my cooking. Because he did leave a comment in yesterday's video. But I don't know what Kitty said, so. Yeah, Boro sent me. Oh my god. Are we looking for catfish again? By the way, the lean version recipe gives 2 meats for 1 stag meat. So it's very good for hunter pets. Okay. I don't have inventory space to pick any of this up. And we also got a bunch of fish here. Mr. Bald Boy, I heard you're in need of some fish. All these fish are fresh, well, not anymore, and certainly do not contain any cheese. P.S. You're bald, deal with it. He also sent me the 34-pound and the 37-pound red gill. That's sick, though. Okay, so we will look at that mail later on. Right now, we are full inventory, and I need to figure out what to do with it. In order to clear up this inventory, I need level 40, and I need to start doing my expert cooking quest. The plan is simple. We basically do all the quests here. How's the wife doing? Excited for tomorrow? Oh, dude, we are so excited. She's excited, but also I'm also really excited. Because to celebrate her birthday, we decided to do something more fun. So we're going to go to an arcade. And after that, we're going to go bowling. And maybe get some drinks after as well. So I'm so excited. Also, there's Medic. Let's see, what's he got on? Okay. That ring you can change immediately. You can ask one of our jewel crafters to get you a better ring. Because, come on, man. Dragon Power Ring? Oof. He's got some... You've got some decent stuff on, actually. Holy Giga. Go ahead and buff him. Oh, there he is! Oh my god! He got his mount! Look at him! Holy... Yeah, dude. Yeah. That's sick. Duel? He's level 31. I don't think it's a fair duel. Okay, he wants to go. Alright, buddy. Wait out the... Oh my god, I'm getting shit on. Okay, there we go. Well played. Well played. That was actually a really good fight, man. Nice try. I mean, granted, he is 8 levels less than me. Oh, fuck off. He has a flare. I forgot about that. Oh, I'm so slow. Yeah, I'm dead. I am so dead. Fuck me, bro. I suck at PvP. Alright, let's go. Let me go ahead and buff him up as well. Back duels are not your forte? Not yet. I'll get better. I'll get better. Maybe at level 70 I'll have like a side challenge where I try to get a high rank in PvP. For now, let's focus on level 40, okay? Let's focus on TBC Guildfound, eh? Okay. We have to go and do a lot of diving now. And I miss my aquatic form as a dream. It's so good. It's so good. Honestly, for how shit Druid 1 to 10 is, it more than makes up for the quality of life you get later down the line. Let's go ahead and turn this in. Then maybe I turn the Grim Collection, and I go back to Theramore to turn in Jaina Must Know. Hey there, Swamp Eye Jarl. Oh, okay. I can just grab that for him real quick. Hey, Razor Spine. You have a really cool sword. Can I have it for my transmog? Perfect. Let's go ahead and turn that quest in, and we're done with Jarl's quest line. We can also quickly go up here, turn in the Grim Collection, and then back to Theramore we go. This is just like a actual thing that would attack me, or no? No. Yeah, we're doing pretty good so far, guys. We're already almost halfway past this level. Because we really want to raid with the GFCL guys, and we will. We will raid quite a bit. Don't worry about that. Man, running those 25-man raids is going to be so sick. Fuck, man. Every single person going from 1 to 70 with only crafted gear. Can you imagine? That's so sick. Let's go ahead. Turn this in. Also, have you noticed that a lot of NPCs have enchanted swords, especially in Dustwallow? I don't know why this location specifically, but everybody keeps having like really cool swords. But yeah, if you've been on the fence about joining Guildfound-Craftedlocked, join it. Join the Discord or let me know in chat. We would love to have you guys in here. Alright, I don't know why I'm flying to Alcatraz Island. Is this an actual thing you can do, by the way? A bunch of elites. Oh, it's Alcaz Island, not Alcatraz, but same thing, isn't it? Alright, so I will need to speak in Stormwind, but before we do that, I still have a lot of quests to turn in Dustwallow, so... And we are halfway through! I might actually hit 40 before the Guild Townhall. I'm so excited. Let's get the Black Hoof ornaments and the Grim Totem Note now. And I got the Grim Totem Note. Get away from me, you guys. Oh, I need to combine 4 of them. That's annoying. They made Dustwallow such a shit zone. Okay, let me pop my Agi Potion and we can get to work. Okay, one more hit and he is dead. Which means that now we can make the Grim Totem battle plan. We're done with the Grim Totem quest. We can go turn those in. And then we can go head down south and complete the quests here. If I do this, I lose half the information in 5 minutes after the videos. Pretty much the same here. I need to learn by doing stuff. So I can't pay attention to videos and stuff like that. I learn practically. But also, I have noticed that a lot of people that join the stream are such fucking talented people, man. And I love that. I love that. I feel like we're slowly curating a community of creatives. I hate this area with a passion. Look at that. There's one right there, but I can't loot it right now because I'm getting chased. I can get that one. We need to go get the Bloodfen Feathers. After which we need to kill Goreclaw, and we should be fine. More time fishing and cooking then? No. So, we will take a little bit of a break from fishing and cooking, but instead, we will level our leatherworking. Because we need gear. As you can see, it's taking me a very long time to kill these Bloodfen Feathers. Well, the Bloodfen Razor Maws. And the only solution to that right now would be getting better gear. And the only way to get better gear is through this right here. Leatherworking. So I need to find out what's the best way to level up my leatherworking and get some new items. Is that Goreclaw? Oh my god! He is a big bitch! It's like you bring your fist to a gunfight, not even a knife. It's gonna smack my shit up. He hits, but like, maybe not that hard. As long as he doesn't stun us again. Okay, perfect! Nice, dude. And he only gives me 1 heavy leather. After going through the trouble of killing him. How inconsiderate of him. Okay, there you go. We got all 5 of the Bloodfen Feathers, which means that now we can continue. And go back here, turn in every single quest that we have completed, and we're good to go. What do you think is the worst character and spec to play? A lot of people are gonna say Warrior. I don't agree with that. I feel like Warrior on Hardcore is not bad. The worst one? Priest is so boring for the first million. Priest is definitely extremely, like, it's safe, but it's boring. I'd say Paladin. Paladin is the worst in a sense of like, yes, you're gonna survive, you're gonna get 60. The only way you die on Paladin is if you are completely stupid and you just only bind auto attack, you don't have any of your other spells bound. But in terms of like the most boring way to play hardcore, definitely Paladin. In terms of the hardest, I'd say Rogue probably. What do you guys think? Also, like one more quest turn in and I'm done. All right, we're gonna teleport to Stormwind. I'm getting pizza for your back. Sounds good, man. Hey, Shapino! Oh, level 40! What great timing. What great timing. Oh, dude, let's go. Let's go. Leader of the pack. So do I have leader of the pack immediately? Ranged and melee critical strike chance by 5%. 21% crit chance, you guys. 21%. Hey there, Druid Trainer. Okay, so let's see here. Look at all of that. Look at how much shit we have to train. Dire Bear form. Oh, I forgot we get Dire Bear form. That's beautiful. Feline Grace. Ferocious Bite. And an X rank of Prowl as well. Oh, dude, we're about to be doing so much damage. Mark of the Wild, definitely. Rebirth, Rejuvenation, Tranquility. Healing Touch, yes, dude. Oh, we're gonna be doing so much now. Wait, let's see the Dire Bear form. It looks the exact same. It looks the exact same. We can go ahead and go to the Leatherworking trainer and see what we can make. Ah, no way. I need cured heavy hides. And I gave 10 away. Because we need a lot of heavy hides. I need to craft this, which costs cured heavy hide. I need to craft these shoulders. They also cost cured heavy hides. Alright, I need to figure out how I'm gonna level up my leatherworking now. Because cured heavy hides are extremely important. Okay, looks like Kitty might actually be able to to get us sorted out here. 8 normal heavy hides in Guildbank, 1 in 30. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's actually perfect. I owe you, brother. I owe you. Alright, heavy hides. Let's go. I think if I get enough heavy hides, I should be able to get to level 200 leatherworking. You got some? Hey, yo, come by Stormwind. Come by Stormwind. Okay, perfect. So now, we go to the leatherworking trainer, and we are now able to start crafting the Guardian Gloves, which will allow us to level up until 195, where I can craft the Dusky Belt. I need to find a tailor to get some bolts of silk cloth as well. Wait, who the fuck? Fucking crafted boy. What's the stream name? Hey, from around the corner he comes. Maybe like 20 heavy leather if you can spare. That would be quite nice. Oh, Giga Chad. Alright, let's get this done. Let's get this crafted up and done. So we need to craft 4 of these, and then I can craft the new belt. Well, I can almost craft the new belt. Leatherworking, Dusky Belt, 8 agi, 8 stamina. That is exactly what we want. Exactly what we want. And then we need to level up with thick armor kits. But for now, let me see. What are the requirements for the Dusky Belt? I need an iron buckle, which I can get from the guild bank. I need to speak with somebody to get me 2 bolts of silk cloth, and I can buy the dye. Zaki, real question, go ahead. Is your game audio muted? No. Is it... Can you not hear it? Also... 300 leatherworking. It's muted. Are you guys able to hear it now? And look for an iron buckle, which we should find here. Just need 1? Or do I need 2? After which I need to go and buy some black dyes, and I should be good to go. Alright. Perfect. What? Okay, nice. Okay, we got it. Okay, I need to craft this belt immediately, so I'm just going to craft it here. I'm not going to go to the leatherworking trainer. We craft it, we equip it, and we go to the Townhall meeting. Boom! 8 agi, 8 stamina, replacing 6 agi, 6 spirits, and crafted by ourselves. And with the help of everybody else, but that doesn't matter. Okay, let's go!
Oh,
Well, sponsor! Me and him have
What
a feud
amount
to squash.
Are you rolling on meal money or
Oh,
on
no.
just one?
no, they're in-game gold.
Oh!
No, over 50 gold.
Oh my
Or-
fucking god.
No, they are
God
playing Monopoly money.
He got his fucking revenge. He got his fucking revenge. Well played, Crafted. Well played. You did it. To be fair, two rolls is pretty damn good. Thank you, brother. Well done. Well done. The rest of the video is the Guild Town Hall meeting, so stick around if you want to find out how we deal with changes and how people influence the project. Otherwise, I will see you all on Monday. Have a good weekend, guys.
Very glad to see so many faces again, and some for the first time for these town hall meetings. Meet me. This is John Sand, the one with a very, very large pole arm, which I can point to people that can talk today. I have like a very pointy staff.
Wow.
Town hall etiquette. One quick reminder for the people who burned there last time. You can type it to the raid chat with /AR if you want to type something. Please do type AC if you want to comment on something, then we can call on you. Type a Q if you have a question, then we can call on you as well. First of all, the announcement which you have probably all read. Biggest change in leadership is Zeki stepped voluntarily,
That's
I have
me!
to say,
That's me!
down from having the last word in every decision ruling and every major rule
about alts.
choice that we are doing, or rule clarification, we could also say. When those questions arise, he handed this job over to Rausch, who's Cabot in game, Kapling, who's Kapel in Discord, Larid, Jetik, who speaks for the NA Guild, and myself. So we are kind of a council now who will decide on clarifications for anything that might affect our community life, so to speak. Now to the more juicy topics. We are mainly concerned with how, let's say, lower level characters are integrated or integrate themselves into the guild. And those lower level characters can be mains, but oftentimes now that we have some mains at 70 who did the challenge successfully up until this point, have created alts, as you know. I think we're at 7 alts right now, but obviously this will affect everybody who will create an alt in the near or not so distant future. So we will need everybody's go ahead, like your input, or whatever rules we decide should govern this community concerning lower level characters and alts. I think, Rausch, you wanted to say one point concerning old rules, and Kapal, you want to present some examples for behavior that we deemed when we talked about what we're going to say for tonight, what we think is like good lower level character behavior and what would not be good lower level character behavior. And then we can discuss what rules changes are in the future, maybe after I give you to the word. Who wants to go ahead first?
I would go ahead.
That's fine.
So what I want to show you mainly is what's our thoughts on the situation? What is the most important thing for the challenge, for the guild, for the mains as well? Because we want to prioritize the mains. We want to have a healthy environment that mains don't get the feeling that alts take something away from them. So at the moment we have rules where alts
Tackle it, thank you so much for the
can't,
follow, brother. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I
trade
hope you tune into
with
the future
the
streams as
mains.
well. Also,
We
muted
had
on Discord, so it's fine.
thoughts about the guild bank as well, and about how to handle scheduled deals. Like if I benefit from someone with my alt, and he benefits from my main, then that's that kind of deals. How we will handle such situations, because if we have situations where alts benefit too much from mains, I think we have a situation like in a normal WoW guild. then the challenge is non-existent for the alts anymore, and maybe mains could get the feeling that they will get overpassed by alts easily, and
Which is true.
that alts maybe get benefits or faster at level 70 and can run dungeons than the people with their mains. That can always happen because of playtime, but we wanted to make a environment in which the alts still feel playable and beneficial and not punished, but mains will be still in the focus. And we had a lot of thoughts about that, but for this, I think we come to a later point. Well, John, what's your thought? Maybe I just should tell what our thoughts on this were, like what our ideas are.
By the way, I have nothing to do with any of this. They
Now
basically
let
planned
Kappa
everything
maybe
out
say his
themselves.
introductory examples, and then we can
Okay.
join the discussion because there will be way more comments.
Okay, then let me come to an end for Capel for this point. Or we want, our main focus is to have guild interactions. And
Yes, that's number one.
for this, we made up a few examples that can Capel show you now.
Ooh. Okay. Okay, I'm excited. I'm excited.
So, in regards to this whole situation, we've obviously had both announcements, rules, certain rule clarifications and rule changes already. And it's also what we're here to talk about. And like both John and Rausch have said, we've spoke a lot about what we want the alts to be and what we don't want them to be.
I'm a little
And
mad.
we've
I'm a
also
little mad.
spoken a lot about how it's sort of
joking.
impossible to make one rule set that clearly defines every single situation. And that's the case for a lot of examples within the guild. And that's why we, a lot of the time, rely on the philosophy of staying in the spirit of the challenge. And we have examples for this. And because of that, I
What rule changes
brought
for
a couple of
alts?
examples. They are sort of made up because they are not completely accurate, but they're just some examples that we've encountered that we can present here. So
It's
the
not even
first example I
changes,
want
it's
to give
qualifications.
regarding an alt and interacting with a main in the guild, a lower level main, is for my own sake. I've started a shaman alt, and that alt, Capalopecia it's called, was in need of a couple of silver bars to get a shield from the guildbank. I didn't have access to them because those weren't the professions I had. And I asked around, and it turns out Supercrafted had those silver bars I needed. And I asked him if he wanted anything in return, and he didn't really have anything that he needed in return. I ended up giving him something anyways, but he didn't need anything that I could give
Oh,
him
that's
from
how
my
it
alt.
does it.
All I could give him was medium leather. He needed heavy leather and jade. He wanted to help me out anyway and gave me those silver bars because he wants to help out guildies, and he's doing that out of the kindness of his own heart. In this situation,
W Supercrafted, bro.
if Supercrafted wants to give me a couple of silver bars, and I in return maybe can give him something from my main, namely these heavy leathers and jades, which he was in need of, this is a deal that we as the officers see as completely within the spirit of the challenge. And in fact, it's
Okay.
actually something where everyone gets help and everyone feels good. There hasn't been a sketchy deal made here where we are
Sketchy deal.
taking everything away from the spirit of the challenge.
No drug dealing, I
So
promise.
this is an example where it would be in the spirit of the challenge that I helped out Supercrafted with my main because he also helped me out.
Exactly. That makes 100% sense.
So now I want to
honestly.
go to a more made-up example just to illustrate what we don't want this to turn into with this philosophy and rule set. So because my alt is a shaman, I would obviously love some weapon upgrades, and I've spotted that Nishanti is a blacksmith at level 64, and it's gonna be in need of a lot of both fel iron and adamantite ore to level up his blacksmithing. Now, in this situation, I can go and tell him, hey, my main is level 70, I've got mining, I've got fast flying. I'm gonna go around and mine a whole lot of ore to give you. In the
That's
meantime,
you!
need to go and grind weapons and make my old 5 dagger upgrades from level 20 to 50 so I can have them in my bag and inventory, ready to equip them from the moment that I hit the level range. In return, I will give you these meds. This is something that we don't see as okay. We can't, we don't want this to be a situation where I
Understand
leverage
none of
my
this.
main and expect something in return from the shanty. And this is where we see this as not being in the spirit of the challenge.
You said it's a
And to
made-up example.
clarify, it's still completely fine for me as a main to help out Nishanti with his mining, because he's gonna need a lot of ores to level his blacksmithing. But I can only do that out of the kindness of my own heart. I can't expect him to go and boost my ult in return. And that's why we don't see this as in the spirit of the challenge. So these are two different examples regarding these ults. And I want to say that the idea behind this applies to you guys who have lower level mains as well. You can get help from higher level people in the guild, and
I'll get
you
back to
can
your
get
point,
an
Ranka.
assisting hand from time to time from a higher level, but you can't always expect to get the help you're asking for. And
Punch mate!
if you
Thank
do
you so
go
much
out
for the follow,
and ask
brother.
for some help, make sure to just ask if you can offer something in return for what you're asking for. You can't go out and constantly beg for some gear or bags or materials or help for this and help for that and expect people to do stuff for you.
That's true.
We know in the officer team that we have a lot of new people starting out on the challenge, and sometimes we maybe help out more than we should. I want to say this all boils down to the fact that all of the people who have had who've been playing
Yeah,
since the start of the
exactly,
challenge
exactly.
had a lot of fun when we first launched the guild, and we were all short on materials, and we really had to grind for it, and we had to travel the continent because someone was in need of a Masa gate and they were in the Draenei starting zone, but someone in the Dwarven starting zone found one on the other side of the world. That's the rewarding part of the challenge. It's not that you can't help each other out, but we want to emulate this feeling of really having to help each other and being on a somewhat even footing, as we want this to be the experience everyone has. So those are the examples that I brought for this.
I mean, honestly, it's
Crafting
fair.
has
You can't
any
expect to help somebody
Yeah,
out and
thank you very
they just
much,
help you the whole
Kapal.
time.
And you can go ahead, Crafting Bob. We're kind of opening the floor a little now for comments, and we'll answer to the best of our capabilities. And also, I will get the comments that have reached me before the meeting from the people that can't attend in as well then, but when I seem fit.
I want rewards to give me 30% off gas at the
Oh,
pump.
it's the bomb.
I'm crafting Bob. I started 2 days ago, and a lot of people helped me. And I tried to farm all the materials I needed for the gear that those people crafted me.
That's pretty
Even
noble.
if some people handed me some materials or some free gear. The thing is that being such a low level and still doing my profession, in my case I'm a gatherer, so mining and skinning, I don't have anything of real value to exchange for the help of someone that does help me. So the thing is that I try maybe to farm all the materials I need to get the gear crafted, but if someone wants to help me
RMT in the guild.
and I can't do actually nothing for him being low level. So of course I try not to take advantage of the helping, but I can't really have something of value for the person that helps me.
Definitely.
Even
Definitely.
more
Jetic.
if it's maxed out in level.
Hmm.
Can I say something to that?
You can.
Yeah, thanks, Crafting Bob. We are aware of that problem. Like, we always, well, like, I'm as a jewel crafter. So many people asked me for stuff, and when they don't have all materials, I have a lot of leftover stuff from Azeroth on my bank. Most times when the people don't have the materials, I'm like, okay, fuck it, I still craft it for you, because I don't want to be the person that is like, no, you can't have that upgrade because you
Panhandle not
need to get
purchased.
it. They don't have mining. How should they get it? They can't
Yeah.
really trade it easily with the people because like they can't. No one else can't really prospect ores and everything. And we have the situation very often. And we do a lot of handouts because like we want to be kind as well. So we are aware of that problem. But like Kapal said, just
Yes.
try to offer something. There will often the situation where the other person doesn't need anything. But just offering is a start of it.
Please let me talk.
And also, I'm sorry, Seki, if I'm taking your point away, but I can imagine what you're going to say.
Okay,
Because
let's
what
see.
also works, dear Crafting Bob, is if someone's very nice to you and you are, let's say, next week you're level 20, and then some other person starts out and you can be very nice to them then. So just pay it forward. You don't have something for me right now, but I could make you a weapon. But maybe someone else is starting and needs a starter weapon that you can give them the copper for then at the time when they need it. And you, I hope that you will be friendly because people have been friendly to you. If I didn't get your
Yeah,
point
exactly.
entirely, Seki, then you go ahead. After Seki, I'd like to hear Medic's question.
All right. So, basically, what Crafting Bob said is really interesting because he said that since he is lower level, he is not able to offer something to the higher level people for their help. And I think the best way to go around this is, well, this is in an ideal world, but you check who is a blacksmith in the lower levels and you kind of work together. So you get him the materials. I think that's what Medic's been doing. He gathers the materials, he provides it to the lower level blacksmith or whoever is online at the time. You try to look for somebody in the lower level range, that way they can level their blacksmithing, you're helping them actively level their blacksmithing or leatherworking, and in return you get some gear. I think that is the best way to go about this. However, for that you would need a lower level blacksmith to hop online, or if to be online. But that could be a little workaround that you could try if you wanted to. That's all I had to say, really.
Yeah, perfect. And a perfect addition. Medic, go ahead.
Yeah, I had a question about playing with alts and mains. Hypothetically, if you were to put a call in looking for group, for example, for dead mines, and both mains and alts sign up for it, do the mains get a priority over the alts to run the dungeon as a group, for example?
We haven't talked about this special case yet.
Daryl might have
So
a
I could
actual answer to
only
that.
say
Let him have
that
a
we
good one.
need to
Thank
talk
you,
about
friend.
it. It's a good question, however.
Thank you for stopping by.
In the end, I think what we will do should go along the lines of yes, mains are the focus of the guild,
Both
and
officers have comments on this.
when there is really the choice for like the exact same role they would fulfill in the dungeon, then pick the main to get through the dungeon and do their quests and do their things.
Larod had a comment.
This, yes, I see.
Yeah,
Larry, it's your
definitely.
comment pertaining to this same question,
Mains should always have prio.
question, because Leaf had a question as well.
Especially since
Yes,
dungeons are so hard to get
exactly
into.
pertaining to this, from my perspective, it would be that mains always have priority.
There we go.
If you're trying to build
W
a dungeon
take.
group, so
Really
say
good
you
take.
have 5 people with 2 alts, and
Mhm.
then 2 other people are available that
You
are
ditch the
main
alts, yeah.
characters. I would rather you take them before the alts.
Exactly.
Uh,
Exactly.
I am not speaking for the rest of the people, or the officers. But in my perspective, the main should always come first.
I have nothing to add to Blurrot.
Yeah, that's
And Keppel wanted to go to Medic's question. Then after Keppel's comment, we go to Leaf's question, please.
okay. Nice. I like
Yeah.
this. It's really
I just want to say
structured.
that in principle, I also agree with Blerot, but
Mhm.
in response to Medic, this, in most situations where this would arise, it would require a more thoroughly set up dungeon run. Most of the times when people are talking either in guild or in LFG chat, it's pretty loose. It's not like a sign up. And if you had a sign up going for a Deadmines and you have 7 people sign up, 2 of which are alts, then I agree with the other guys that it should definitely in these scenarios be
Yeah,
prioritized
it
to
was a
mains.
W take.
But I foresee very few of these examples going on at the moment because these runs are so unstructured.
But all it's set up to take the time to set
Yeah,
up.
most of them were very
Guild bank.
spontaneous in guild chat and not through the Discord. So
Yeah.
just
You
wanted
see
to be
5
sure.
people- You see 5 people on the same level range, and then you just go spontaneous. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if an alt is already starting the
Alrighty,
group, then
thanks for the
he's
question
gonna be in
anyhow,
the group
it's interesting.
regardless.
Leaf, your
Uh,
question now, finally.
So
Yeah.
my question was pertaining to alts as to when or if we reach max level, what happens then? With the alts, I
Yeah,
mean, does everything unlock? Can we like trade with our main? Can we
That's a good
like,
question.
do
That's a
all the
good
stuff?
question.
the idea that has been floating around is that alts at level 70 just turn into regular members of the guild. And
My idea, by the way. That was my idea.
What was the word? And then they drop their alt status. But it's not the last ruling on this. It's just the idea
Damn
that
it.
has been floating around or what I heard. Any questions to comments and/or questions to Leafs?
Yeah, I had a comment to this.
Yeah, then please write to C in the raid chat because now I wish to hear Nova's comment first.
He spanked him.
Yeah, hello, fellow guildies. To the point Leaf was pointing out at level 70. On the professions, I speak up for tailoring. They got cooldowns, which are at
Yeah,
the
same here.
moment 3 days and 20 hours. Is it possible that as soon as the alt reaches level 70, I could trade between alt and main for the cooldowns? That's
Great
the
idea,
comment I have and
Insomniac.
also the question for it.
Alrighty. Good question. Go ahead, Roche.
Yeah, I'm ignoring the question at first because it's about what Leaf asked. John,
Huh?
I think you brought up something or mixed up something because the idea is that from the start on, alts are normal players in the guild, like peanuts from the start. With level 30, they get
Like to see
chestnut.
all the same discussions happening
And
at
with
the
level
Guildfound
60,
project.
they
We
get-
haven't shared yet.
Is this common?
Yeah.
Is this actually really
but
common?
What you said is not correct.
Oh shit.
With level
Yeah.
60, they get cashew, and then the idea was they stay cashew forever at level 70.
Oh.
Okay, but that's not the entirety of what Leaf was asking. He also asked about at level 70, trading stuff between alt and main, because both will be 70
Yes,
and maybe
I
profit
agree,
from
gentlemen.
high-end stuff. Yeah. So another way to answer your question, Leaf, would be that another idea that is floating around is just dropping the guild bank restrictions for alts entirely for the leveling phase, and they will be peanuts until 30, and the next rank until 60, and the next rank after 60, but never reach the highest level 60 rank. They will have access to all guild tabs just as everybody else, but when they're 70, not the
Wait, how many
very
people?
most takeouts.
Oh, almost
This is
every time.
another
Damn.
part of the ideas floating around that Rausch was referring to, which still, as I want to remind you, doesn't answer when the alt is 70, can the main and the alt then trade with each other?
Yeah, that's a big question.
This is has not been exhaustively discussed yet. Okay. I will scroll up to see Athandur. You had a question for after Medic's question and now after leaves.
Yes, and that is about a point that I have encountered when leveling alts on other servers and characters, and that is the usual gold gap you have at the beginning. I noticed in trading and interacting within the guild, we don't really exchange gold, and if we exchange gold, it is in low quantities. But there are certain times, especially around level 30, when you want to get your first mount, that you really need money to get it, but usually you don't have the money. Would it be okay to introduce an exception that you can get money for talents and mounts from your main?
This exact question is something that the Council of Five is right now a little divided,
The
and we would
Council of
need to
Five is
discuss
aura
and vote
farming,
on
bro.
it, I think. But I like the question. Thank you for raising it.
I love that. The Council
for
of
listening.
Five. That's sick. That's a really good question as well. I would be interested to see what they come up with.
Is there more C's or Q's I have overlooked?
Oh, we have
Lost Blue, please go ahead.
Also called the God Hand. Fucking Thanos, bro.
Just add, there's like, it shouldn't be too hard for more people to also start doing what I did recently of just having a COD like bounty for resources, like mining or gathering based resources, to help encourage some more trading of items for money.
COD definitely works.
Easier gathered things at low levels for players who need the cash in order to get mount or just for training.
Yeah, it is a way to go about this, but see that everybody in your level range is probably very low on cash, because we all have been. And in this challenge without the auction house, just cash is tight for every person up until they reach 70, I guess. Yurex, please.
Oh, this is good. Everybody's like getting more into the discussion this time around.
I just want to comment. Because I agree that at low level we have no money for mounts and stuff, but I think we've got to get some idea to get the money from inside the guild, not outside. That's my opinion. As a group, we should try to get that problem solved inside ourselves, not outside.
Well, I mean, I think
Yeah, I didn't think that anybody suggested going outside of the guild.
What about BOEs?
Just that they wanted to sell more of their crafts and materials for gold instead of trading and or handing it over as a gift.
Because you can't list BOEs on the auction house. You just can't use the auction house in general.
Never mind. It's all good. And thanks for adding to the topic. Athandur, please.
I just wanted to clarify, I meant especially the transfer of gold to the alt for just skilling and the mounts, because if you would allow it to do more wide range, so the alts could then offer bulk orders for what they need to level, it would take away from the money. It would take away from the pool of materials other mains would be able to use, because people would usually rather tend to give their goods to people who have money instead of other people who might offer something vague later. Yeah.
Yes, so sorry if I misunderstood you there, Lost Blue. If you were raising the same point and saying that if an alt would be swimming in my money, like my alt would swim in gold at level 20, and the little alt could then go ahead and just buy everything, then yes, that would also be problematic.
It would be.
Blarid.
Yes, so just to comment on that,
I don't think so.
Thunder, we have extremely hard boiled it down to you cannot help your own alt. So we are not allowed to send anything to our to the alts at all. And the help we can get from the others alt are very restrictive as well. We are trying as much as we can to
Add-on
connect
for the
and
sec is guild locked.
use the materials and help other people skill
This
their
one here.
crafts within our own levels with other mains instead of the alts we are using.
Yeah, hardcore would be pretty much
If that
impossible.
makes any sense.
Yeah. No, that clarified this a bit. And now Crafting Bob has another question.
It's still referred to the gold problem for the low levels. The thing is that I've grinded a lot of mining and skinning, so I have a lot of materials, but I can't do anything with them. In the normal game, I would just sell them on the auction house and get money to progress and don't think about money for a little bit. But now every time I buy an ability, I'm out of money. I have to grind 2 or 3 levels worth of quests to get all the ability, and then I'm out of money. And I think with the
Try it,
mount,
bro.
it will be even worse. So my question is, how much actually the higher level players in this guild use the money, the gold, and needs it? Because if I farm like materials, I can get it exchanged for gold, and it will help me and maybe help others having my materials that I just farmed. So that's my question.
Yeah, quickly, my first response, and then Kappa, if that's okay. Please do see that you, as a double gatherer who has just started out, is not paying for crafting materials or crafting recipes. So if you were a blacksmith
Myth is
and
doing a
using
different
your own
challenge.
materials, you would pay way more silver and gold coins for all the recipes you need to learn. And the blacksmith that you give your materials to will also pay a lot for those recipes. You could also, so this would mean you could either go ahead and give them extra materials if you need something from them, or pay them a tip, like for the
I
recipe
usually
they learned. Yes. But this would lead then logically to you not selling your materials, but you being glad that you don't have to learn anything. Or at least that's my 2 cents. Kappa,
I think
please
the
yours.
gold issue comes from the fact that people get
just
given
wanna
items so
say
they are
that
able to progress quicker and they don't have to
in
grind
regards
mobs.
to affording abilities, that at lower level is always gonna be a bit harder. Once you start hitting the 20s and 30s, it's something you notice less and less. And I know at 30 you unlock the possibility to get a mount, but just like in Classic, you aren't expected through the game alone to have the funds to buy it at level 30. At in normal Classic, you usually don't get a mount until the mid 40s if you take an average. Uh, I've never really noticed a big gold problem. I had to stop
Yeah.
buying some spells on my hunter when I hit level 40, but
Why
up
drop
until
Pally
then I
for
was
luck?
buying everything. I didn't get my mount until level 38, I think, and that's completely fine and acceptable. So I just want to preface this whole like we need to spend funds in a way where at level 13 you're going to be noticing it more the way your funds is, but you're probably as a paladin you'll just be able to get the mount for free. But as a normal class, you shouldn't be expected to have the funds at level 30, regardless of
Yeah.
any way you handle your own economy.
Honestly, makes
Okay,
sense.
thanks.
I think Roche was the next person.
If all
Yeah.
you do is make stuff with mats you'd find, you would be able to afford them out. Maybe.
About the whole mount,
Yeah, only
money
Jana can be
thing
shaman.
and alt and money for mount and everything, my view on this perspective is you're playing a challenge to make this game harder for you. So, like, complaining about stuff like that is is
This is where we
good.
have
Make-
Johnson
makes
as the
me- makes
HR
me,
person?
Like, I don't know, why are you complaining about stuff when you make the game harder for you?
See, he doesn't know how to say it
Like
nicely.
Kapal said, you can get a mount for 30, but it's totally usual when you start a new character on a new server that you can't get it with 30 directly. Most cases. And the other thing, if you start your alt, and yeah, you have a main that technically could send money for your alt for mount, but why you are playing the challenge then? When you want the easy mode with your alt, that doesn't make sense to me. That's my opinion on that. If you want a alt in this challenge again, then play it with the restrictions of the challenge. If you want an alt because your main is max level and you want to spend time with an alt out of the challenge, you can always play an alt outside of the guild.
That's true. Ranko, we've answered that question a
Thanks
couple
lot.
of times.
Yes, that
We just don't want
was
people getting boosted, and we want people to interact with people inside the guild. We don't want people to
concise and
just
clear.
interact with randoms and make it be
The
a
next
passing
comment
memory.
goes to Nova, please.
This way you build connections with people
Yeah,
in the
just
guild.
a
They will
direct
remember that.
comment to this. When playing the challenge again with an alt, why don't make the alt a normal character to play the challenge normally, like access to guildbank and everything? That's all.
Yeah, to this question, we already said a few minutes ago that the alts are, as the idea is floating around right now, about to become regular members what concerning guild tab, guild bank tab access, and the rest. So yes, this would be, or let's say it's very realistic. It's not on paper right now, but if we vote on it today, I would. I don't know when we get around to it, but please bear with us for a little bit more longer. This is all very new to us, and this may be the perfect time for me to tell Seki something, because
shit.
I haven't mentioned when I introduced this town hall. Thank you for your trust. This is I know a big deal, or it has become a big deal, maybe bigger than some of us, most of us, I don't know, expected
Yeah.
it to get. So we will try to rule wisely, I should say.
First of all, you're more than welcome. Secondly, thank you for taking for actually like, stepping up and doing this. I know you guys will do good. I know that you guys know what the spirit of the challenge is. I know you guys want to lead it in the proper way. I think from us, the players, because well, I stepped down, so I'm a player now. I just stream, I just make videos. So from us players, I think the best thing for us to do is just be a little patient, let you guys get to a point where you think that this is correct, this is how we're gonna push it, and from then on we can criticize it even beforehand, but let's be a little bit more patient, guys. Let's give them some time to cook, and we can go on from there. But and also good luck, guys. Like honestly, good luck to the officers.
Yeah.
So
Okay, there is more comments, and I have two in my back pocket from the outside world, which I want to place maybe after couples.
Yeah, just a very quick follow-up to what Saki said. We discussed these things because when we make fast decisions and those decisions turn out to be incorrect, they are very hard to take back without causing
big problems.
disturbances.
Yeah.
Like we had a situation with the alts that the people playing alts will know of. And these decisions are better thought out,
Go for it,
talked
Lakini.
about, and made sure is
Yeah,
the
my
right
full
thing
support.
before we implement it. Because thinking about the challenge, if we went out tomorrow and just said, okay, now you can use the auction house and use groups, and we found out that wasn't good, it's gonna do a lot more damage to try and roll that decision back, because you've already fluttered everything economy wise and grouping, and yeah, we need to be sure the decisions are correct before we roll them out. That's why it takes time.
Yeah, and with that, thanks a lot for everybody's patience and understanding. Thanks so much for your input and questions. If you have more, just say so.
Ranka as well,
Um,
thank you for your
a
input.
question that arrived
give this to
and
the
which is
officers as
probably
well.
very easy, or I don't know. I will just raise it because it needs to be raised. What's the aim of the challenge right now? Do we really intend to raid? And
You will
I
be running
ask this
dungeons
for the
with your
person who
guildies
told
at
me to
70.
ask it.
So many
What,
comments, so
Blared?
many takes. I love this.
So, Blared, can you please hold your comment for after this question then? And I think Rausch wanted to say something for this.
So when we
Yeah,
started
yeah,
the
true.
challenge, the goal was just to exist.
I would like to add that Rausch is a bully in John's house.
That as many people as possible reach level 70.
Ah, they're cute. They're nice.
Because we really didn't know how good this will turn out. We just wanted to give everyone a cool journey to max level. Like raiding was really not in our thoughts. But when more and more people joined, we saw a realistic chance to do Karazhan. We are already 10 people at level 70. A lot of more people are still playing, and 25 raid content maybe will be tough to reach.
I think we'll get it.
Not only needs 25 people, it needs 25 people that want to raid, are prepared, and are on the right setup, like heal-wise and tank-wise, and maybe a bit balanced melee and caster-wide. We don't go with the best setup. It's not necessary. But yeah, the realistic goal that we have is to raid Karazhan. That is a goal I'm completely sure that we
I
can
get you,
reach
Rank, and I'll definitely forward that to the officers.
Thank you so much. As to the question when this will come around, probably the answer could be as soon as we can, because most of us, or most of the people I hear from, are kind of hot for a raid with these characters in this community.
Makes
and
sense.
being Guildfound raiding would like be the icing on the cake, I think.
Definitely. It's like the best way to close off a massive chapter.
Barrett, now you go ahead, please.
Yes. So from crafting Bob's, what I'm getting is that we as high level people don't really have need for gold. In some sense, after you get the fast flying, you are right, but you are also not right in the same sense, because at higher levels, what we need is for the CD crafts to make gear, to make upgrades, and such as that. So we have more or less. Well, to be fair, I started it, so I can take the blame. We started doing a gold transaction or the material transaction for the crafts. So the gold is still needed in high level, but it's not required. You can still, if you have the time, you can still gather the mats you need to make a certain craft of a different occupation than your own. But it's still needed. And it still wouldn't be fair to start handing out gold to everyone that reaches 30 just because they want a mount, in my opinion.
I mean, if a level 70 wants to just give you gold because you've just been a good person,
I
then
think
that makes
directly
sense.
along the lines that Rausch mentioned, for this being a challenge. And when you earn your own mount, maybe just a very quick a story out of my own pocket, my own experience. And I think it was week 1 or 2, I don't know, when I was 26 with John Sand. I stopped buying anything, no skills, no materials, no nothing at all. I just started hoarding money, and still I needed 8 levels of hoarding money till I could buy my first mount. So at 34, and this felt so huge to me. like I really accomplished something. I stayed up all night because I reached the amount at like 2 o'clock or 3.
It's
and I
such a
thought,
good
well, fuck
feeling.
it. I'm gonna ride around the world with this now
Yeah.
instead of going to sleep. And I wouldn't want to deprive anybody from this feeling of accomplishment.
Exactly.
Because it has been hard, and for the hardship, it had become even cooler when I reached it. I'm sorry for not
W, John,
calling on
man.
you earlier, but
Such a
Roush,
good
you wanted
take.
to say something as well, I think.
Yeah, to add on Blarod.
Yes.
At first, as Crafting Bob, no one takes this personally. Everything is
No.
cool. You just ask.
It's an open conversation.
No one is like having hard feelings about it.
Yes. No. I also want to say.
But
Go ahead,
I have
Roush.
to add. Maybe that sounds a bit harsh, but look at the guild name. It's earned, not bought. So you need to earn the stuff. And to add on Blarod, like not every 70 has fast epic flying right now.
W,
And if
Roush,
you don't
bro.
have quests left over on level 70, it's not like you have a lot of income because you can't
Yeah.
sell at the auction house. So how do you gain more money, much more money, if you don't have quest left over? It's not so easy.
He's got a good point. He's got a good point.
Yeah.
And epic flying is
we will
important if
need
you
a
want to
lot of
gather
money when we start raiding
resources.
and dying in those dungeons.
Yeah, rep cost is killing us.
Yeah.
Yeah, the heroics are insane at the moment.
Were there more C's or Q's I overlooked? I don't
No, I
think
just
so.
wanna
So
comment
your big
on
medium head big
Crafting
park
Bob
pants.
saying it was not an attack. It's not.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm sorry if I sounded defending on that. I do like the question you asked, Bob, and that is just the answer I have. It's we still need cash at high level.
Yeah.
If that suffers for you.
And you can't be against
Kapal
that,
gave
like
me
honestly.
his loan back today that I gave him for fast flying.
Yeah, so we kind of give and take from each other.
Also, it's so cool that everybody's just so open to criticism.
Yeah,
It's lovely.
Perfect. Then the other comment from the outside is more of a question, because there are people, and I know that a similar question has been raised with the NA crowd concerning the alt creation. This person says that he has not a lot of time to play WoW and might think of re-rolling because one character that he created is a lot of fun but not all the time, or if there was the possibility for like some cases where you freeze your main and then play an alt instead of getting your main kicked out. So maybe have a timeout rank if you want to play something else. It's just a question that I raise, and you can discuss it if you like, but I don't think that we reach a ruling right here and now.
You have something I would like to add to this, actually.
Yeah, Seki, please.
Right, so whilst I do understand that some people might get a little bored of their main character sometimes, the whole point is for your main to go through that hardship, to go through the problems that your main would have to go through, so you can reach level 70. Quitting midway, like not necessarily quitting, but pressing pause midway, I don't think is gonna benefit nor the guild nor yourself, because every single time where you're gonna reach that exact point where it becomes way harder, you do less damage, mobs hit harder, you're gonna want to roll another alt. I think that's just gonna be more enabling rather than something that would be beneficial. That's just my take, though.
Thanks for your take. That's why we are here. And with this, we've reached the point where everybody can do. Sorry.
Hey, yo, how you doing, Leroy?
Adding to Seki, totally on the same page as him, and adding to this, it will kill a bit of the group play as well. Just
Exactly.
imagine you have some people on your level range. You do it for your group quests and everything. And then there's a day where maybe you're alone online and then thinking like, okay, now I hit the pause button because I don't feel this character anymore. I want a new character. You start your alt. The other people that you leveled with and everything,
It's gonna harm them.
They are missing you now. And maybe they have a harder time because you are not around anymore.
Oh, that's
you
nice,
play your
Levy.
alt now. And the group play gets harder on this level range. So maybe they hit the pause button as well. Maybe they stop playing. Maybe something other happens. We like every player is necessary here. Every player is important because we need all of you to have a good experience here in the guild.
It's a town hall meeting.
It only this Guildfound only works with active players.
You can ask a guildie.
Go through the hard times with everyone else. Otherwise, a challenge is not necessary.
Exactly. I mean, me and Rush have
Very
always
good.
been on the same page every single time, so.
Then this might be the point where you can ask or comment away pertaining to whatever topic is at your heart, because I am through with my agenda, my official one, that is.
Hey, John, I'm not online in game, so I cannot raise my hand. I do have one thing to point out about the alt issue. For me specifically, but there's also other people in my issue.
NVIDIA Broadcast allows this.
We do not play the same time span as a majority of the guild. And it might need to be relaxed for the dungeon rep if we cannot get dungeon groups to actually get the rep for alts.
That's a good point. We need to keep that in mind, yes, because not everybody can play at the same time when they're in the same time zones. And the alt requirements are right now that you need to run dungeons quite a few times. True.
I mean, heck, you could almost farm everything else but the Keepers of Time. You have to do the Keepers of Time dungeons to actually get that rep. There's no way around it.
Yeah, Roche, go ahead.
That's my point to that. Like, we already have it only on Honored, so it's reachable mostly without dungeons. And like you said, only Keepers of Times really needs the dungeons, because we thought about that already. That we don't go revered, because that would need a lot of dungeoning, but Honored doesn't, so that is like you can keep it in mind, but don't hope too much on a change on that, because it's reachable with only like 2 or 3 dungeon runs to have everything honored when you quested everything.
My issue with that, though, is at that point, like for myself, I don't play with you guys 90% of the time when there's enough people for a dungeon group. And when I do, you guys are running heroics and stuff. In 3 days, I could hit honored with everything else, have everything else done, and not be able to make an alt because of one dungeon run, which I just cannot get groups for.
I can tell you the issue with that. Plan it before. You often come into voice. It's now a very specific case because we're talking about you. You often come into voice and say you want to run a dungeon, but most times we already discussed when another person comes online, we want to run a heroic. Just place your wish into looking for group, or maybe we can make something up for tomorrow. That is everything. You just need to plan it a bit. Then it will be possible.
It's understandable. I'm just saying, like, my time schedule myself,
I get this.
I'm on when I'm on, but I understand what you're saying. Plan it if you can. We'll see going forward. I'm just saying something to think of for future.
Yeah, thanks for that. It's a good point because you're not the only one from Northern America or Australia for that matter.
Ultimates investing into a bad one? I don't
Nova
think so.
Sorry, you have to see.
Investing into an alt is not bad ever.
Yeah, I could give a quite good example on this for my specific leveling case. I was 10 days off and couldn't play, so the pack of people reached level 70 and I was behind at 60. I just quested normally every zone, did all the quests and hit directly all things on Honored to be able to create an alt. So it's basically normal and possible to reach Honored in every single case. But it's not min-maxing in terms of late game priorities with rep or something. It's just a grind then. And in Kel, in your specific case, you now have the problem that the most people of us are heroic ready and want also to progress and just waiting for people to come into heroics because we also want to progress. We're a bit stuck and in need of people who could reach this. You're now stuck because many people haven't reached the cap for you to go the dungeons, and that is a problem which comes with the challenge and the playtimes of people.
Nova, you've overlooked the Keepers of Time, though. You cannot quest them yourself.
Yeah. You need to
That's
do
what
both dungeons.
they were saying.
I just want to say
Yeah,
that
it's Craftedlocked.
we have
Until 70.
always,
After 70,
so
we're
far,
Guildfound.
for the weeks we've been 70, focused on getting people their Keepers of Time run. Because you don't need dungeons. You need one quest run of Old Hillspread foothills going into a Black Morass, and you're done. That's it.
Shit, that's easy.
And
oh yeah, for Honored, yeah.
For Kale's times, you'll even get like
That's so easy.
6k rep away from being revered. But for Kale's times, I want to reinstate Roush's thing. If you really have bad times, yeah, you need to plan it. But when we've just agreed that we're gonna go for
it
a
is.
dungeon run at this time, we can't always accommodate it. We try to as much as we can. But if you're fresh 70 and you need more normal runs, or maybe you're mid 60s and you want to get some normal runs done, just put it in guild chat, ask around, ask if there would be time today or tomorrow for it, and if we don't see it, maybe whisper one of us directly, not in a go, can we go right now, we're 5 people, but just ask around in a, is it possible that you guys could help and we could go for a lower level dungeon run, because we do it all the time. We do it
for turning in the
Gunner
Oh, shit.
and Kittycraft and Antonius and
Well, you know.
the people that, you know, we try to string it together the best we can, but we do need you guys to speak up about it and maybe try to plan it with us a bit better.
Yep. Are we nearing
Alrighty.
the end of the town hall?
Thank you for that. And more C's or Q's from the crowd. There is one more.
70.
Give
Okay.
me just one quick second. When everything ends and no one has anything anymore, I will bring up a bit clearer the ideas we have just to the end, but it's not decided yet.
Okay. We'll
All
get a
right,
little bit of
we can do that.
a little bit of a
Gladly.
tease.
But Borrow, please, your question first.
Thank you. So it's a very theoretical example that I thought of, and I wonder if someone has an alt and it hits level 70 and it hits full normal player status. Does that alt have a restricted amount of withdrawals from the guild? Like you have 10 normally on a normal character from the 1 to 30 section. Do the alts get restricted so that a player with a lot of playtime and maybe an extra alt or two doesn't end up with too many withdrawals? Or is it even a concern?
Yeah, that was one of the questions about like how many would
It's a
guild
good
bank
question
withdrawals.
and maybe relevant. The experience so far has been that the people reaching 70 don't take out a lot from the guild bank, and in the way of reaching level 70, put in a lot. But the exact amount of takeouts hasn't been decided. The idea that was floated around was
Why, Live?
no, an alt never reaches the same takeout rights as the other 70s have.
Yes.
So if you look at the ranks right now in the guild, there is the walnut rank for 70s, and the cashew rank for people above 60. So the walnuts have the highest takeout rights below the officers, that is. And an alt would within the idea that is floating around at this time, never get higher than cashew, but a main level 70 would become a walnut.
Huh. That was
Thank you.
29th.
Yeah, sure. Welcome.
Yeah, I should be free. We'll talk about it more. I'll text you on Discord.
More questions and or comments?
I really gotta fucking piss. Like, I really gotta fucking piss.
Okay. Maybe then it's time to present you what our thoughts on the rule changes are now, maybe. Right, John?
Oh, sure, go ahead. I think we've managed very well to fit it in 1 hour again.
Okay, so what we have in mind right now, and please, it's not, we didn't make a decision about that yet, but it's something we have in mind.
Ads.
Alts get the guild bank permissions like we said it. Peanut, chestnut, cashew, and that's the highest they can get. They will never, they can't get stuff directly from the mains, because our focus is on guild interactions. The moment a main can provide an alt with materials, like my own main, not another main. I'm always talking your own main to your own alt. The moment this is accessible, guild interactions will decrease, because most people will farm stuff with the mains because it's just easier. So no direct transactions to your alt. That would include taking a middleman just for material exchange. But like trading something with your alt to another person in the guild and giving something from your main to this person is okay, as long as it's not materials that the other person needs to craft your alt something, because that would be a direct transaction as well.
Hey.
In our view. And another thing is all the situations with professions, dungeons, and everything. Best case, and this is more like a suggestion, please look always out that mains benefit from everything. If you need to get crafted anything, look out for a main character. If you can't find one, take an alt. It's okay. If you build dungeon groups, look out for main characters. We don't want to give anyone the feeling that that he is not important. And the moment maybe an alt takes a place from a main, there is a risk that we lose a person because he doesn't feel important anymore. And
it's true.
Like I said, every one of you is important for this project. We need everyone. Kapal, John, did I forget anything on our thoughts about that?
Apparently not.
It's a good encapsulation.
Yeah. What that would mean from the thoughts we have right now, don't forget, no decision made, that at level 70, you still can't trade between your alt and main. That this will never be accessible.
All right.
Yeah, decision pending, and there will be still other special cases that we have talked about. One special case might be someone is the only rogue in the guild that can open Corium lockboxes, plays an alt, finds Corium lockboxes. Should he be allowed to open his alt's lockboxes, or should he wait for the next rogue to reach level 65? One of those cases. Another case might be I happen to be the only one that has a special recipe for blacksmithing, and I play an alt that would like this special thing crafted, do I need to wait for someone else to find the recipe? Or is this maybe where we can make an exception? This also has been talked about, but not been ruled yet.
I'll tell you about the alt drama in a little bit. I
Like,
want them to
don't
finish
want
up.
to punish someone because he has very exotic recipes and yeah, okay, no one else can give it to him. So we have this in mind as well. But if I get maybe to Nova's point about the cloth cooldowns, you can't provide yourself the cooldowns. In this case, how we would handle it.
Pretty straightforward. I mean, personally, I'm not gonna run an alt, so for me, I don't mind. But
okay, that's everything from us.
Yeah. Obviously, whenever we reach a official decision on any of those topics, you will be informed via letter. No, that's me getting out of character and trying to joke again. But probably via Discord and via the talk in-game. But yes, there will be announcements and or more official posts from this council's side,
perfect, Chipino.
which I'm happy to be a part of, even if I still really want to encourage you to see me as HR as well. So if you have any concerns, questions, or something doesn't go your way, you think someone is defeating the purpose of the challenge by actively being a dick, then please either tell them, confront them directly, or if you think that's not the wisest course, please tell me. I would still, even if I'm in this ruling group and they didn't want to vote me out, see me as the person that you can come to with those things.
The way
Thank you very
the way
much
he
for-
said dick, it
One
was
more
just
thing,
mwah.
quick. What I have in mind.
Perfection.
By the way, an example for direct transaction would be as well. You put something in the guild bank with your main and take it out with your alt. That
Yeah.
would be a direct transaction as well, and we wouldn't accept that behavior as well when we decide like that.
Now the way he said it, bro. The way he said it,
Yeah,
just like
I would have hoped that this was clear, because, but yeah, maybe
it's okay
not.
to be a sec, not to be a dick. Yep.
Thank you very much, then, in this case, for your attention, for your input, for the questions, for the content
I
that
got
we
you,
created
Nishanti.
right now. And I hope you, as well as we, are very much looking forward to how far this thing can go still. And let's hope we can find compromises that keep the lower level player base, the mid level player base, and the higher level player base all content and appear fair to everybody. Have a very great evening. And thanks once more.
Thank you.
Also, Nishanti says that the Council of Five are no-life, smelly people. Love Nishanti. Sorry, yeah.
I was showering today.
I'm sorry,
Don't smell.
Nishanti, what?
Excuse me?
I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah, that his words, not mine. Okay.
Why do you have to go out here and like use the truth? That's pretty
The
rude.
truth against the Council of Five.
Maybe bring up lies like Nishanti has normal human size.
I'm just gonna say, Saki, you forgot to pay the 1 gold entrance for the town hall meeting.
Okay, guys, let's go back to questing. I'm joking. Are we done though? Is this it? Like,
Yeah, we are done.
we're done.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, nice. Well done. This town hall was so much better than the last one. There were so many good takes and so much more interest. I loved it. Well done, everybody. Well done. Thank you very much to everybody that tuned in today. Thank you to everybody who came to the Guild Town Hall event as well. That was really sick. And yeah, so tomorrow I won't be streaming, but this video will be going out tomorrow. And I will see you guys on Sunday.